Hello guys, we're going to talk about the must-have cards for BT12 because it just came out recently. We had a regionals and we need to know, are any of these cards still in the meta in the future? And should I get any of them anytime soon? Well, to be honest, these will always get power creeped and these aren't that important. However, if you love the main characters of this series, you're going to love this set because Guilmon, Red Hybrid, Hunters will also, just like Cross, gets more support. Okay, so we're going to go over it. Guilmon is another searcher for Takato, so it's getting the same treatment like Agumon. We're gonna search for how they get to search for the underlying Greymon. You get to search for your Takato. Sadly, when this search only targets Takato, it doesn't target the other parts of the line like how it does the other Guilmon EX2. But the greatest part about this Guilmon is that your Galamon / Groundmon finally gets a DP boost. So this card, and I'm saying it more, is a huge plus for the deck. Think about putting in your deck, upgrading your deck with it. Alright, Shaman. I don't know, this Shaman things, just good for Hunters. Wouldn't say it's good for Cross. Yeah, good for Hunters. Now Red Hybrid gets a huge boost within this set, because you can get to trash your Red Hybrid like you always do. And then net profit one card that you draw two. Yeah, great card. Red Hybrid does get more aggression. Now we're gonna move on to the main important part about this whole set, is when Digivolving, play a Tamer. I'm saying that because a lot of Digimon have this effect. For Groundmon, if you don't have a Takato, play a Takato when Digivolving. And also with the Guilmon, you get 2k boost. So this card is all around one of the best buffs for the Galamon line. Shaman King is another level 4 that when Digivolving can play a Tamer. Not just one Tamer, like which is normally Taiki, Yumana, and Tagadu. That's a shit level card. It's not even when Digivolving, it's on play. It's not even on play for 5. You can Digicross and make that on play for 3. So you sort of could have played technically normally for 3, or you can Digicross and play the Shaman King for 3. Now you have sort of, you get the best of both worlds. You get to set up a Tamer and you get to set up a Digimon all at once for a cost of 3. It's amazing how much we can do. The Digimon Red Hybrid line, like I said before, it's getting so much love because the Digimon now has an on-deletion. You can now play a Flamemon, still suspended, but it gets, that Flamemon gets to have its on-play effect. So you get to search through your deck and you get more shit out there. Another good on-deletion is there's a Heritable. Play Takuya. Sometimes playing Tamers do take up time in your turn. They do typically cost 3 or 4. Sometimes cheaper, sometimes more. But for Takuyas, 3 or 4. So being able to play them out for free is really good. Burning Greymon. Burning Greymon gives you the 2k DB boost that you do need for the Takuya Inheritables, as Takuya typically give you a 2k boost as well. So this 2k boost plus Takuya's 2k boost makes this Burning Greymon to a 10k. And now your Takuyas can give you Security Attack plus 1, they can give you 2 memory when attacking security. Burning Greymon is super great, as you don't have to rely anymore into going to an ultimate to usually use those Takuya buffs. This Burning Greymon does it all. The level 5s we don't really care about. To be honest, you can delete a good amount of things on the Shaman. You get 6 attack plus 1. Automon, you can sort of warp into this. Yeah, I don't know, not that great. The other Automon's better. The other Automon has a delicate plan. This card lets you go faster into Galamon. And it has a nice inheritable, but I wouldn't say this is one of the best cards that people have been raving about. So yeah, don't really care about the level 5s, but they are good cards that you should look on your own if you want to build those type of decks. Alright, Emperor Greymon. Security Attack plus 1. That's always a great thing. However, it doesn't have Blitz like his other counterpart. The other Emperor Greymon. But at least can delete a Digimon of equal or less DP, and you have a bunch of DB boosts. So sometimes you can delete something that's 16k. That's great. On deletion, you can play Takuya. That is a lot safer than playing a hybrid, since people can delete Tamers usually. That's great. Now to Galamon. New cards get raid. Galamon line is one of those lines that get raid. Now you can delete a 6k. Now you can delete 6k or less when Digivolving or when attacking. However, preferably when attacking, you want your opponents to have no security, because you get to trash the top card their opponent's security. Yeah, it's really great. Galamon loves this effect ever since like BT1 or somewhere along this line. And yeah, Galamon gets safe checks into opponent's security. One bad part about this Galamon, compared to a lot of the other level 6s that you get love this set, is that it has a Digivolve for 4. Yeah. This Gamma has a Digivolve for 4 compared to other cards, so that's a sad part. That's a good card nonetheless. Okay, Tamamon, Gigamon. Look at my Digimon news. You want to know about them more, but essentially, these are getting more support in the future, and maybe you should keep them. Maybe you should keep your eye on it. I don't know. Moving on, Vmon. Vmon finally becomes like Godamon. Finally becomes like Xmon, where you can DNA at the end of your turn. So this combos a lot, and XVmon can memory when you DNA. That's good. This has the other XVmon inheritable where it sort of just gets you jamming. That's great. No, Lanamon. Okay, sorry for going fast, but yeah. Lanamon. Lanamon is one of the best cards in this set, in my opinion. No, for a fact. Because great general support. When Digivolving, you can tuck in the level 3 Digimon or just a Hairball. Usually a Hairball that you want. Tuck it in and you're jamming. Now, what's good about this card is that it doesn't focus about its hybrid portion. As in, like, you don't need to tuck in a hybrid underneath. Just tuck in a regular blue level 3. You get jamming, you get more aggression, you get the Hairball's response underneath. And then just do more after that, really. And plus, this is a more consistent hybrid. You can have it as a tech in your deck. So instead of having the Kuma as your hybrid for game, it could be a Lanamon, and you'd be a lot more happier with Lanamon. Sugar Gegamon, sort of like my Gegamon and my Tamamon. Look at my news to know more about it. Digimon. I think this card's lame. So yeah, don't really care about this one. Force, kind of lame. Dragonmon and Pilgrimon Fighter Mode, they're kind of good. Like this one, when Digivolving, you just suspend one plus Digimon. That's not new. However, it could end of attack go into Pilgrimon. It's typically the Fighter Mode. That's kind of good, but what makes that even better is the Davis that comes up later. Okay, the Dragon Ball is not that great, but the Fighter Mode is pretty crazy because the Fighter Mode sort of has a built-in Giga Death just from when it's Digivolving, and this has an all turns effect where it has Security Attack +1, and it comes on block it. Pilgrimon never really had a blocker before, so this is new to me. So that's insane. Okay. Most yellow cards are pretty useless this set, besides the Shine Greymon line. Marcus Demon can finally be searched with an Agumon. Agumon doesn't only search Greymon, Animons, and Ties anymore, they search up Marcuses. That's great. I love it. Geo Greymon, just like the other level 4s, just like the other champions, you can play the designated tamer for free if you don't have it. And with this deck, even though you play it, next turn you might not have it because you're going to keep swinging with that Marcus and go punch for a game. What's a Marcus? We'll go over it later. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much. Alright, game 1. Great effect. Digivolve for pretty much for 2. You have a red or yellow Digimon and then Tamer in play. That's pretty easy since Geo Greymon's going to play you or Tamer for free. Yeah, that's fine. Another thing is, its all turns effect also is inheritable. All is just, oh, your Marcus suicided by punching for game? Don't worry. Just recover it back on top of my own security. Great. Totally great. So yeah, that's great. That's broken. Well, it's not as broken as some of the decks. Once we go to purple section, you don't know what I'm talking about. Try Greymond's a board wipe and gives Marcus buffs for days. That's insane. Warmont, we don't care about. It's a shittier Vmon since Warmont gets like no support. As a whole, Stingmon's great. It gives your Digimon piercing. This is the tech that we needed in Pilgrimon. Because sometimes you're swinging on the top of Digimon to try to control the board, but if you can pierce and you have jamming, you get a lot more aggression. Down Bmon, you can now sort of blitz. You suspend one opponent's Digimon, becomes 11k now, and you swing over your opponent's Digimon. is crazy. And it's crazier when you combine it with other cards. We can talk about it later. Quartzmon. Quartzmon's really good. So it sort of covers wide board formats, a lot of Tamer formats. You can trash security, gain back memory for how much things are on the board. It's crazy. And this card will only get crazier as there's more dual color cards coming out. Like Black Seraphimon comes out. So yellow has a more viable way to get this Quartzmon. So yeah, watch out for this. Honestly, this card should have been the secret rare, but it's not. But yeah, this card is really good. So keep your eye on it. Agumon line. Agumon can finally search out a tie. They always search out Greymon and Omnimon. And recently searched its antibody, but it can now search a tie. That's good. Greymon, like every other champion, can play their Tamer of choice. And so it can play tie. Okay, the Hunters part, I'm not going to really mention it too much because it's not good general support. But they're good. This one searches top 3 and plays the Tamers of his choice. Now, Metal Greymon did great general level 5. Why am I saying that? First, Raid's a good ability. Second, when it does raid, you can play a free black or red Tamer of 4 cost or less. No, it's not saying tie as a Tamer. It's saying any black or red 4 cost or less Tamer. So your Yuja is in your hand, you can play that and give your Digimon DP boost later, make it protected for options. It's just insane how you can now, it's a good general support. So yeah, this maybe take this end another decks in the future. I don't know about that, but it's interesting. And also, what's insane, it's piercing effect. I hate this part of the card, but yeah, it's insane. Like, War Greymon's insane too. Like I said before with Gallimon, Gallimon is inferior because War Greymon is another raid card this set that is also red, and just Digivolve for 3. It's just 4 right here, but the black part, Digivolve for 3 on top of a level 5 Metal Greymon, that's the insane part. It has raid. You know what else it has besides raid? If you do raid, you can unspin this Digimon. And if you know this deck, you're checking for like 3 at a time, 4 at a time. So you can sort of just go for a game. You swing, unsuspend, swing, swing, Onimon Blitz as you unsuspend and pass turn, but swing as you pass turn. This card is insane. War Greymon, you're saying it's broken, but not as broken as one of the purple decks that we'll go over. You may be looking at Gumdramon Psychmon. It's not Hunters. Hunters is a great deck, but it's not Hunters. I'm not going over those because those are not good general support. But you're insane. Hunters is an insane deck. There's a lot to go over, too much in details. Maybe I'll make a list on it. Maybe I'll talk about it more in other videos, but not now. Okay. Digimon X, sure, can help search to make you consistent when attacking. Trash bottom 2, trash top 2. This one finally gives Digimon a blocker. Trash top 2. That's cool. When attacking, trash top 2. That's great. Okay. But Digimon X, you get back X anybody. Trash top 3. Delete level 4. That is great. I don't care. What I do care a lot is Digimon X antibody. If Digimon has Digimon X antibody, trash top card it opponent's security stack for every 10 cards you trash. Now, doesn't sound insane, but think about it. Digimon's deck is all about trashing their deck. So, when they say trash the top card of opponent's security for every 10 you trash, that just means, hey, I want you to trash 3 in your deck. I want you to trash 3 in security. And typically, they already check several times. So they're just gonna go for a game. Right here, right now. And the insane thing, you're just Digivolving for 1 on top of your Digimon for this effect. Sure, you could say you're Digivolving for 4. But you're not gonna do that. You're Digivolving for 1 top of Digimon. And just maybe Digivolve into Blast Mode for 1 pretty much. It's really freaking. This card's insane. This card's insane. And they didn't even leave it at that. They gave it also an on-the-leash effect to play an Immon to maybe to gain more advantage. If you want to delete this big boy, it's pretty hard to delete big boys at times. It costs memory, so that Immon might just ruin you. Pretty bad. Okay, I'll give Superior Mode some love. Superior Mode can tuck in a Digimon from your opponent's side of the field under a Tamer or under another Digimon. This is insane because you just sort of ruin everyone's day. The Digimon that they tuck is not in the graveyard like they want it to be, so they can reuse it. No, it's stuck under a Tamer. It will always be under a Tamer. So that sucks for a lot of players. You know, this Digimon can attack sort of twice in a turn. It swings, attacks. Does it unsuspend? No, it doesn't have to. It can attack while suspended. And also, if you want to stay aggressive and also stay defensive, you can swing upright. You don't have to suspend yourself, and still be ready to block with this card. You can block with this card due to like your black inheritables, but yeah, if you're wondering how you block. Okay, the Darkest Baggermon is not that great, but Superior Mode is pretty good. Superior Mode, Shaman X7 gets a bottleneck 1 stack on the field on your opponent's side. Yeah, sort of had built-in delicate plan. Another thing is, when you Kaiser Nest out from your Blue Flare Digimon, typically that's when you would want to play this card in any deck. You just sort of get one of the best cards in the world. It can become a 17k blocker. It can swing twice and not check its security potentially in a Blue Flare deck. It's a great card. I might get some after this video. No, all these Tamers are good, okay? Taiki gets more draws. Takuya is finally a Murmur Setter for red. Takato can sort of warp a lot faster. Davis can go insane when you DNA, as you can sort of just keep digivolving and keep digivolving after you DNA, and you just don't stop. Marcus, you get a hyper for game situation. You get a hyper for game situation where it's more personal. You're punching him in the face with Marcus. You Amano, you get memory for hunters. Tai, you get annoying 1k and annoying blocker. But is that the only annoying part? You can gain 1 memory if you digivolve into a Greymar Animon. That's hella annoying, and I hate you, because you're just a cost 3. I hate you. Anyway. Okay, what are some cards you can go over the list? You can skip over these and go to Great Maelstrom. Great Maelstrom is great because I think of it as a practically cost 6 to bond deck any card in opponent's side of the field. That's great. I love this card. Next, Shining Blast. Shining Blast is like Sunrise Buster, but specifically more for Marcus. That's pretty much all I have to say. It's a good card for within its own deck. Spiking Strike is pretty good in the Digimon deck. You can finally trash security and sort of play a bit safer. Now, we'll consider this as the last card I want to talk about, because any cost 1 options are important because you want to know if you can abuse cheap card options, like sort of like Gravity Crush. And this just forces your opponent's Digimon to attack, especially if they're a stack deck and they weren't even planning to attack. You can ruin their day with this. But yeah, that's about it for today's must-have cards of BT12, or must-have cards in general. So yeah, hopefully this thing was informative and you guys want some more whenever a new card list comes out or a new set. Yeah, so yeah, have a great day, or not, the choice is yours. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye.